Then you add speed as you get confident with that move and your capabilities of making that move. And again, you can see the importance of warming up the back. You can feel the timing of the body pulling the arms into position. Hi everyone, Murdoch here, hope you're well. Now this video is another reminder about the importance of understanding impact and why impact dynamics need to be in the forefront of your mind. Remember, in golf we want to keep what repeats and change as little as possible for you to have a compressed strike on a path that coincides with that of your target on a very regular basis for regular draws or fades. Now, if you're fortunate enough and gifted enough and good enough to hit draws and fades at will, that's great. Low shots and high shots at will, brilliant. We're weekenders, right? We're retired weekenders aging. So let's not get wrapped into trying to draw it, trying to fade it, when our goal really is just hit the middle of the club more often. Get a thrill of ballistic ball striking and lovely looking flighted shots. So if you remind yourself of impact, you've then got the forefront positivity of striking. So impact dynamics. So let's put ourselves in impact. So you don't need to hit balls with this. In fact, you can have a club in your house addressing the edge of the sofa because you're going to set up well. The importance of a setup is huge in this game. So set up really well, guys. Honestly, warm up well, even if you're doing drills in the office or at home. Really warm up well. Every day you have to warm up, just like it was your first day at it. So be careful. Now, you ask yourself, where would you be at impact for a good strike with this 8-iron I've got in my hand? Well, I'm not going to be back here. I'm not going to be leaning back to try and help it up in the air, where a lot of people still do. They play years like that. So just ask yourself, we've got a lofted club. Trust in the loft to put the various height shots and distances on it. We need that ball first. So we'd be here. Imagine you're hitting the ball into the ground, into the ground, into the ground. Little swings like this at the edge of the potato patch, you can just see the importance of why flexibility and rotation is so important. A rough bit of ground, you can see I've already now sowed the seed that is so important about impact dynamics to myself. I've now got 80% of my golfing thoughts are ball turf. Now I'm going, you know what, this feels good. That little rhythm feels good. I can feel a little bit more dynamic as I put speed into it. And then I start thinking about what are my hands doing. I then feel the importance of the turning the key. I've got a video on that. Turning the key in the lock with the left hand. So it feels like if I was a one-arm golfer, only had my left arm, if only had my left arm, and I was to play golf, I'd be swinging like this. I'd be coming in with a sort of bowing action. I can't flick at it. I just can't hit the ball like this. I'd want to feel as if my left side is pulling me into the striking position right here. So that little seed with yourself again as you take some practice swings by the edge of the tee or at home in the garden. Then you can go, you know what, that's my goal. This area here is my goal. Really good dynamics here. Boom. Then you add speed as you get confident with that move and your capabilities of making that move. And again, you can see the importance of warming up the back. You can feel the timing of the body pulling the arms into position. If you feel as if you are a bit flicky, and it's very easy, honestly, it goes right back to age and flexibility and stiffness. We're not going to get more flexible with age. So as we get stiffer and as your clubs get longer, so particularly into the 5-wood, 3-wood driver realm, and why some of you are saying, I'm really hitting my irons quite well. Little divot, lovely. pitching 9 irons, 8 irons, and then you get into 3-wood and driver and you struggle with the hook, the snap hook. Can you see? Now, our body rotation with a pitch that might get to here is fine. But with a driver, if that's our restricted, limited position, and a big stick, the driver and 3-wood, can you see how the hands will be active, overactive to compensate from the lack of rotation? So this is why I like to encourage going down the handle and making all the clubs shorter, because it then works with your range of motion really well. So if you feel like you have excessive wrist action, focus on impact, push your club into the tee box, a restricted, the wheel of your golf cart perhaps, tree stump, and focus on the left side. Really feel as if both cheeks are pointing behind you the best you can while you stay behind the wall, the ball position. So don't lean in. So you stay behind and really stretch it out. There you are. That extra rotation here will quieten down the hands here. So focus on the impact dynamic. Once that's in the forefront of your mind, you can then be confident in making positive swings. The rest of the swing is a little bit diluted. It just feels like it's a backswing. And it doesn't matter if it's a little bit flat, a little bit upright, short or long, a little bit bowed, a little bit cupped. Because you feel where you need to be here, both in the arms, the wrists, and the rotation. This will repeat. Remember the golfers, you've had some crazy looking swings over the years and they've won tournaments. They've won major tournaments. Jim Furyk comes to mind. There's some swings that are very wacky. Ray Floyd whipped it in here. He played and won tournaments in here. Why didn't he fix it? Because he didn't need to, because 80%, 90, 95% of the time he was great. It just let him down under pressure, and it will do, perhaps. But we're not in that realm. Don't worry too much about how it looks or the equipment you're playing with. Let's just hit the middle of the club and focus on impact dynamics. I was there focusing on impact, and it's such a nice game if you can then focus on striking and not worry about what the swing looks like. It becomes a much more fun game to play when you've got to focus on what you can do as a golfer, and that's striking it well and then accepting the outcome. The swing becomes more consistent daily and it becomes more repeatable a strike. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, comments down below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.